we hit record gold prices in 2024? Is now the time to buy gold? According to the latest information by JP Morgan, that answer is a firm yes. This is hot off the press, brand new information I just decimated. So stay with me until the end of this video and you'll see some facts that you absolutely need to hear. Inflation is not over yet. However, it may be lessening according to recent reports. As this horrible chapter starts to close, so will one of the craziest cycles in the last 4 decades of interest rate hikes. But what does that actually mean? Where do we stand? What happens to the economy? At this point, that's a billion-dollar question, multi-billion-dollar question. Even central bankers are taking a hands-off approach as they approach their actual policy meetings this year. According to Pierre Wunsch, who's the governor of the National Bank of Belgium, many central bankers have no trust in their economic models. Yes, I said it, no trust. With that said, the Federal Reserve seems to believe that rate cuts will happen in 2024, and perhaps to the tune of 100 basis points under the present level. When rates decline, this points to a weaker dollar. Do not get me started on the weakness of the dollar. We cover that extensively on this channel. The dollar will not survive. A weaker dollar means stronger gold, and it's not just me saying that. JP Morgan is expecting that to happen next year as well. They aren't just thinking gold will rise in value, they're actually predicting record gold prices that are right around the corner. Even if a full recession is something that doesn't totally pan out, as many experts are predicting and very steadfast on, a research note by JP Morgan's Greg Shearer, who is the executive director of global commodities research there, forecasts higher gold prices just as interest rates start to come down. To be even more direct, he feels this scenario will play out by the second quarter of 2024. Now, I dissected the report, and Shearer's research team feels that bullion could average $21.75, that's $2,175 per ounce in the fourth quarter of 2024, which would be a record and a 10% gain from today's price. These were his exact words. We're in a very prime place where we think gold ownership and long allocation to gold and silver is something that acts as both a late cycle diversifier and something that will perform as we look to the next sort of 12 to 18 months, quote unquote. By his estimation, any slowdown that causes a loosening of monetary policy will serve as a driver for precious metals. And the kicker here, ladies and gentlemen, is that if the Fed cuts rates even more aggressively than anticipated, precious metals will pump even more. So if the rates go stammering down, precious metals will go up. Now, this isn't me. This is the world's leading investment bank. This isn't some guy in a bar spewing his opinions while sipping beers with his buddies and giving his investment tips. This is JP Morgan. Central banks and governments are diversifying their reserves with gold to limit their exposure to both geopolitical and currency risks. So I'm telling you right now, I'm doing the same thing. Let's go with another quote from Shearer. There's an eagerness here to really buy in and diversify allocation away from currencies. Now, he went on to note that he feels the economy will lose momentum over the next year or possibly more, and perhaps even head towards a recession. Either way this shakes out, the facts speak for themselves. Gold is up over 600% since 2001. In the more recent term of the last 5 years alone, both gold and silver have earned 55 and 60% respectively. That's a stammering number, huge number. I don't know about you, but I don't take JP Morgan's research lightly. I not only have physical bullion stored, but I also have a gold IRA. I've talked about that many times on this channel. You don't need a massive exposure to metals. Even 5% of your net worth can go a long way. But most people feel like 5 to 20% is the right number, so work with that. I've told you before on this channel, I'm around 17%, and I'm constantly adding more to that number as I sock away money each month or every quarter based on earnings from my own business. To learn more about what company is best for you and your precious metals needs, take the quiz below and we'll match you up with a company that can help you gain exposure to precious metals in a way that fits your own investment criteria. It's 100% free, and the information is very eye-opening. Please subscribe as we continue to provide market updates and help everyone understand what's going on here in the global economy. Don't forget, that quiz link is just below, and whomever you match up with will give you a free investing guide that's highly educational and eye-opening.